Merry meet and welcome. Welcome to the realms of mysticism, the occult, and magic, where your possibilities are only limited by your imagination. Welcome to the witch's cauldron and discover the knowledge you seek. Gather round the cauldron and even stay for a spell. Brightest blessings to you. Merry meet and welcome to the Witch's Cauldron. This is Paula. Hello there, Cancer, for your December 2022 tarot reading. I'm going to start things off with an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle deck. And we have the card Silent Night. And what the Silent Night card says: if by night the world should sleep, a sleep so deep the silence be deafening, there would sound nothing at all, nothing would sound. And this is a reminder to meditate and find your inner peace. The holidays and everything can be extremely nerve-wracking and can be very emotionally exhausting to the point that you need to just withdraw, do a little self-care, do a little loving on yourself, on others around you, to bring things back into balance. But this is a need to quiet the mind, okay? The spread that I do is called the 13 Moon Spread, and it was taught to me by the former high priest of my trad. It's based on the pentacle. So over here in water, which is your emotions and relationships, love, family, you get the Emperor in reverse. Down here in fire, your passion, your sexual energy, what drives you. You get the Nine of Cups in reverse. Over here in earth, which is your job, your finances, your home, having a roof over your head, you have the Four of Pentacles. Up in air, your ability to communicate, intuition, your thought processes, knowledge, gaining knowledge. You have the Hierophant in the upright. Up in spirit, you have the Seven of Swords upright. So, okay, let's take a little look at these and see what we've got. Over here in water with the Emperor kind of being in reverse, this is usually it's a lack of self-discipline. This is someone who exerts control on others. And it's a lack of stability and strength. You ain't feeling the love. You are not feeling the love right now, Cancer. You just want to withdraw in and say, you know what? F every last one of you. I need me time. And that's okay. Because there's going to be a lot of kind of like chaotic energy in the relationships around you. The Page of Cups. You could have a new love interest popping up. This is also receiving intuitive messages. And having new creative opportunities. And this could be a younger person also kind of coming to bring you like some good news. Let's see where this goes. Five of Swords in reverse. You may be making amends, solutions to a conflict. You may be trying to make, and effort to reach out that cup of love to someone who is older, possibly an older family member, who is very controlling and kind of, excessively controlling, let me put it that way, trying to move forward, trying to mend the fences. And I'm going to say a caution, if you need to detach. The Hangman. You're hanging in there. You're trying to gain perspective. This is the need to release people and relationships that don't feed your soul. Okay? You need to go into that introspective place and really think about what it is that you want to have a fulfilling love relationship, what fulfilling familial relationships are, your friendships, and really kind of, hanging there and assessing things. And if you have to, cut them loose. Give yourself a fresh perspective. Maybe you just need to take a time out and really kind of look at things. Okay? My timeout card. Down here in fire, what drives you? Right now, I think you're feeling a real sense of, I don't know if this is a selfish energy that's kind of driving you right now. I'm not really picking up like a sense of failure. It's just wanting stuff done your way, and wanting it when you want it. Let's see where we're going with this in the area of fire. King of Swords. Being really ruthless. And an abuse of power. Let's see where this is heading. Well, you may be, I call the night of, this is the hot sex card. This is, the bow chicka bow wow, night riding in, it may be like a one night stand. And it could be with an older person. See where we're going. Yeah. I think you're kind of in a state of stasis. Nothing really seems to get you going these days. And that's unlike you, Cancer. And Cancer, you are the sign that wants to withdraw into the shell and say, F you to everybody, right? It's kind of like, and that's kind of what I'm picking up here. You don't have a lot of passion to get you going again. Right now, you're just kind of like, oh God, what am I going to do? And stuff's keeping you up at night, but you don't quite know what it is to get, I like to say, getting your groove back, getting your mojo back. So let's come over here. Let's get another card. I need a little more clarity. Could be a love relationship taking that next step, especially because we have the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords reversed. This may just be like makeup sex, because I'm not picking up like a new love interest. I'm not really picking up that for you. Even though we had the Page of Cups up here, I'm kind of thinking this through myself. This is kind of, wanting to make amends. Is that what drives you? Have you lost the passion and the drive and, the hot sex in a relationship? You're just feeling really ambivalent around right now. Yeah. It's come over here to Earth. This is what I call the a-hole card. This is me, mine. So this is you needing to exercise control over finances, over your job. You need to really take a look at spending, and not only spending hard-earned money, but spending your time on, because time is a resource and time is an asset, right? So, again, this is a reminder to look within, take time, really assess things, and then figure out, what it is that you want. What's going to get you up and moving again? Because right now, Cancer, you're just kind of in a big place of ambivalence. And you're like, I don't effing care. And get some more. This is another card of the need for self-love. You need to take care of yourself right now. You need to take the time. You need to take that break to figure out what it is that gets you going, to take the break, to figure out your words, to figure out what it is to get you out of your shell, Cancer. Knight of Pentacles. This is hard work and being very conservative, especially with your money. But you got to remember that the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot. You want somebody to do something, hand it off to the Knight of Wands. They're that hot energy coming in, all guns blazing kind of the energy, that hot sex energy. And the Knight of Pentacles is very reserved. And it's a reminder for you to reserve, your energy for those things that feed your soul. And figuring out what to do. Reserve your money. Reserve your opinions. Reserve, everything, hold back. Need to avoid conflict. What was I just saying? You are in conflict avoidance mode in your home sphere, okay? And it's like you're just trying to get through the holidays without pissing somebody off, right? And I think a lot of us are in that mode right now. Plus, it's like everything we say tends to be taken out of context right now, and people get pissed off very, very easily. Up here in air, your ability to communicate, your creativity, your logic. This is, wisdom, having compassion, and alignment of values. So you may not be able to, you have the need to express your values and let others know what you find valuable. You also may need to give forgiveness to someone that you pulled your energy back from. This is trying to, really tap into spirituality to help you navigate things, especially with regard to your words and interactions. The Page of Swords in the upright. New ideas. You may come up with a really new idea on how to approach things that are going on. It's also finding a more effective way to communicate with people in your sphere of influence. This is, you finding ways to change your words or how you present your words, because Cancer, this shadow side of Cancer is having that hard shell, and that can make you come off to others as being cold, calculating, and uncaring. And, this is you trying to find a different way of saying things or communicating to more effectively express your needs, your wants, and your values. Four of Cups in reverse. feeling very detached and, again, retreating and withdrawing, trying to make better tactical decisions with how things are playing out in the other areas of your life. Being more strategic with your money, being more strategic and figuring out ways to communicate better with the ones you love, going within. What is it that's really important to you, and deciding to let go things that keep you up at night, that keep you from having that fire and that spark in your belly that keeps you going. Miscommunications, frustrating trying to get your point across, feeling like you're not being heard, really racking your brain to figure out how in the heck you can communicate your wants and your needs to those around you and not come across as a selfish a-hole, okay? One more. You may be dealing with somebody who is breadcrumbing you in a relationship. They are just doing enough that keeps you around, but man, they are not on an equal level with you. You seem to be really doing a lot of the work, and I think that that's really starting to frustrate you now, Cancer. So, just be aware of that, that don't be a doormat for somebody. Express your needs, okay? Up here in spirit, we have the Seven of Swords in the upright. A betrayal kind of shook your connection to the divine and your connection to source. And it may have been someone, being very strategic, and they got away with it. And that may be what's, really gnawing at you. It could also be you being dishonest with yourself, and you're sabotaging yourself because you are trying to deceive yourself into thinking or feeling in a way that you do not actually feel, that you're not being genuine with yourself. You're cutting yourself off from source and from that divine energy. The world, this is a karmic lesson still to be learned, okay? This is you finally having that aha moment and bringing a karmic cycle to closure. And, this is you coming out on the winning end of it. But your spirituality and your connection to source is going to help you learn the karmic lessons that you needed to learn in order for you to make this turn and have the world bring you into completion of that cycle and moving on to another lesson. A need for this is resisting change, and this is a need for you to change. And it's also feeling like change is not coming quick enough. So one thing, a lot of especially magical practitioners have to learn when they are, trying to manifest something is giving the universe time to work in the way that it needs to work for your best interest. And us being humans, and in this age of instant information and instant gratification, the universe works in its own time. It's divine time, not you time. So just remember that you have to let the universe do things in its own way and in its own time so that you learn the karmic lessons you're supposed to learn and bring things about to a change. The Page of Wands comes. This is in the upright, and this is having confidence. This is embracing more of a spirit of freedom. And it's also, this is a card of limitless fire potential, okay? the pages are usually messengers saying you've got potential. The universe recognizes your potential, but you don't recognize your own potential in your own dreams. And you need to really go within to figure out what were your dreams and what you need to do. Nine of Cups. If you listen to Source and you tap into creative energy, that creator energy, look to the divine, you'll find your happiness. It may not be in a way that you originally envisioned, but by going within, you'll figure out what's important to you and what is not. You get 3 cards across the middle for what the universe wants to tell Cancer for December 2022. Self-imposed restrictions, negative thoughts, focusing on the lack and not being grateful for what you actually have. The King of Wands. You need to be very visionary, okay? You need to be the leader of the pack, so to speak. This in Cancer, that's going to require you to come out of your shell and take control of the situation. Big decisions, maybe involving a potential partnership, but it's planning for the future, making a roadmap. How do you measure success? How do you measure progress? And tapping into your personal power and listening to what the universe and the divine are trying to tell you that will, in essence, bring about the change and remove. If you just wiggle a little bit one way or the other, you can cut these ropes that are binding you. This is, Lady Justice from the Justice card. And also from the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Swords show up for you as well. And, that's removing those restrictions from you because you're in a self-imposed restriction and state of imprisonment right now. You have retreated back into your shell. And I think by the end of December, you're going to be called to act and to kind of come out of the shell. You're going to be, looking at things throughout this month. And at the end of the month, you're going to be called to make decisions and map out a plan for what lies ahead for 2023, Cancer. That's all I have for you in this reading, Cancer. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And as I always say, merry we did meet, merry we will part until we merry meet again. Be well and walk in love and light, Cancer.